push this here. Okay, put that there. Now I just need to post a link. And then we can go off on our latest adventures. I have to make choices. Wait a minute, hold on a second. No. I need Twitch. We're on Twitch today, not YouTube. Alright, hold on a sec. Ugh. Alright, one sec. Okay. Found ya. I am live.
People
Good.
couldn't see my potential, so
Ah.
I had to show them.
Shush. Okay. One minute. Another adjustment. Ah. There we go. Okay, now post this to Discord and we should be good. There we go. Alright, now I'm pretty sure everything is in its place. Good. Alright, so I still do not have an Animo character, a Geo character, or a Dendro character built. That's a lot. That's a lot of character that I, stuff I just don't have. So we need to make decisions. Okay, there we go. I still don't hear the game. Never mind, I hear the game. It's good now. Okay. So, let's start by going over here and collecting our expeditions, of course.
Add asterisk.
Alright. Always a good way to start the day. Look at you, Yelan. You get bonus monies. Not much, but I'll take what I can get. Yelan is very much on my to-do list. We'll start by talking about her a smidge. I actually collected some artifacts, although, well, I can probably do better. But I picked out a set and I got her some pieces, so she at least has a set bonus going on. Yeah, Severed Fate sounds good, I think. It sounds pretty good. I've got her holding a nice bow, the stringless, which I've gotten multiple of, so I stacked them together. Basically, I'm just going for things that increase elemental skill and elemental burst damage. It just sounds good to me. For somebody who's just going to blast those and then step off the field. Unfortunately, when I was considering her levels, this is in the chasm. So I can't get this, I can't level her at this time because I haven't been to the chasm yet. So I need to work on somebody else while we wait for me to get into the chasm. And we finish up this Nodcry stuff. Hey there, sup? So while waiting to get in the chasm for Yelan, I have plenty of interesting choices for characters. The first one is actually super easy, though. A Geo character. I only have 2 characters in that element. It's amazing I never built a Geo character still. And this guy, he wants me to have... Where was it? Give me a second. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. He wants to be in a party with 3 Geo characters. Yeah, I'm not going to build 3 Geo characters right now, so he's just right out of the equation. Zhongli is coming up, and I want Zhongli, but I also want Farina, and I also want Escoffier, which hopefully will show up, and I'm not 100% sure I'll get Zhongli. I might, but I'm not sure. So that leaves me with this other character I haven't really tried, Noelle. And she's a shield and a healer, which building up a shield character, and I think I'm gonna. I don't know. I'm leaning pretty strongly towards just building her. I found I'm trying to set artifact sets to people, but I'll have to spend a while actually grinding to get good artifacts. Right now, I just kind of did enough to slot set artifacts in. You can see these are like +0. But this set here, 30% defense, and then this, well, it's a big boost to geo attack. That certainly sounds about right. So I'm thinking this one's an easy answer that I'd want Noelle. I think. Well, I don't know what I can do about constellations. I'm not thinking too much about constellations. I'm just looking at the base character. Wind! Jean? I don't know. She's got damage, she's got healing, she's, you know... Lan, just because I really like her. Shielding, but in wind. And I don't think wind is a very good element to be shielding in, personally, but not when you could have Geo. Geo seems to be the shield element. But, you know... She wants you to be using Pyro, Hydro, Electro, or Cryo. So she wouldn't be great on a team with, I guess she wouldn't be good on a team with Dendro and Geo, which are the characters I'm considering building. I just like her. I don't know. I just like her. But we have other options. Let me see. This girl here. She moves quickly, and she does that weird boggle box thing. So she does damage when she's not in play. She wants 4 different elemental types in the party. She wants to be on a team that's just 4 different things. Which isn't that big of a restriction, honestly. So that's an option. I've got this ninja over here. And I've used her a little bit during the quest and stuff, but honestly I can't remember details too much about what she does. She's got some healing. She's got some healing. And then I've got Sucrose, who's currently holding some wind artifacts that I have. I found a wind set, so I picked up a, you know, again, they're +0. They're not very good artifacts, like I haven't hunted to get good ones. They're all kinds of mismatched. However, the thing about her is she's got 4 constellations. That's gotta count for something. That's gotta count for something. And yeah, she hits for, in her talents, if we look at those. Once again, she wants to hang around with only those elements. Apparently, they just don't want to work with Geo and Dendro. I think Jean wouldn't care a whole lot about swirling. I won't swear to that, but I don't think that's what she does. So, anyway, those are my wind options. I'm spoiled for choice, and Dendro... Well, let's think through the wind options first. I'll continue doing the storyline, and we'll just kind of consider. I think that what I don't have at all is anybody who does the swirl. I think the character should do swirl, and I think Jean is bad at that. I don't know. That's the impression I get, is that that's not really what she specializes in. So, I think we can say at least Jean shouldn't be the one. Her shield is second to Zhongli. Is it? Is she that strong? So you want to build all around her shielding, then? I am kind of contemplating a defensive team. A team that just has really good healing and shielding abilities. For things that don't have a time limit, I can pull them out, and they'll just have inevitability.
What's changed since we were gone? Yeah, if anything, looks like things are settling down. That's Llama for you. Hey there, Llama. We're back.
What's changed? Nothing. Everything's exactly as it were before she confessed. Was she levitating?
The cleanup work has been much more complicated than I expected. Solving problems that have built up over time is a tall order, to say the least. I believe it will take a few weeks more. Fortunately, those who remained appear to have shaken off the initial confusion and are becoming more proactive by the day. It's as if they've finally been forced to come face to face with what their faith actually is.
So how good is Lanyan for doing swirl effects? She's got a good shield. What else does she do? Because she struck me as a DPS type.
And it's all thanks to you.
No, I should have done this a lot sooner. I've been focused on taking care of myself these past few days, so I'm in a good place. And since you're looking after the Moon Marrow for us, I should be able to help you investigate the truth of the past.
It's a disaster with the tribe. Anyway, I've been focused on myself. I see.
Speaking of which, have you heard anything new about that Phantom?
I've tried asking around, but to no avail. What about you?
We haven't made much progress either. But here's what we've got.
You know, Paimon, that thing floating above your head, I think you've been
I've
wearing
got the
it
gist of
upside down all this time.
Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you too. Don't forget to take good care of yourselves. In any case, please, come this way.
I guess we've just been storing all the items we pick up in ourselves. We are the bag of holding. Oh hey, we actually get to use the Moon Marrow. And here I was thinking we wouldn't. I was thinking it would be held until the next update. Well, not the best spaceship shape. But I guess it's a disguise. Make it look like a star.
Is it over already?
What?
This appears to have occurred a long,
What?
long time ago. The memories I sensed
That was
are
it?
highly turbulent.
That was nothing! That was
and
completely
disordered.
useless! What was the point
So
of
that is all
that?
my power allows me to discern.
Come on now! You make such a big deal out of this thing, and that's all it can do? We already knew it landed in Nodcry.
Huh? What's the matter?
Oh, do we need to go visit the Moon Maiden
The
again?
flowers changed color.
Yeah, we should go see her and see if we can help her in some way.
I'll leave that in your hands then.
Oh wait, here you go. This is the medicine you asked the Curatorium of Secrets to help prepare earlier.
Thanks for coming all this way with it. You've been a huge help. Also, if I may, I have a feeling that Kuthar might be able to help you get a more detailed glimpse at the memories about your spaceship.
Oh,
Well, that's good.
True. She's the Kutar after all. But we best check if she's doing okay first. See you later then.
But she's also crazy. So,
Your light illuminate our path ahead.
oh yeah, I need to visit my teapot for a second. I've been neglecting my gardens. Let's hit those real quick. Scale with attack. Well, expecting me to get the constellations for her is a bit much. Short duration. Ugh. No, theoretically, if I get good with her. Let's see, what are we going to plant now? I apparently have a bunch of these. Just throw some of those seeds in. The thing is, if I have a whole bunch of something, that's probably because I have, well, a whole bunch of it. But whatever. Valberries! Who needs Valberries to level up? Whoever it is going to be very happy when I get to them, because holy crap do I have a lot of Valberries. Actually, I think Noelle uses Valberries, so we'll be good on that. What about chili peppers? I think the fire chef, maybe. I'm not sure. I'd have to check. I can plant some of that. Yeah, calla lilies are a good thing to plant. I've got multiple characters, I think, who need these. I was kind of expecting there'd be achievements related to that. To gardening, I mean. Oh well. I wish there were more trust ranks. But alas, there is not. Here's, however, a nice bit of resin here. Ah, geez, we need XP and we need Mora. But we also, I want to get all the furniture, but... I can't even buy that many, to be honest. It's not even that much stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna run out of things I can make soon. At least not unless I collect more wood. I suppose I could get into a big wood collecting frenzy and make the rest of this. But I'm gonna have to start buying more stuff soon. Here, have an extra portable stove. Wow. Alright. Sucrose. Is Noel's constellation easy to get? How so? It will pop down here for a second. While we're collecting various things that need collecting. Let's see. First of all, Mora! And, man, it's a lot of random stuff. Somebody is mailing me a lot of random food items. All the time! Right, okay, so what was he doing? Right. Yeah, because right now we got Razor and Amper. I don't have Razor, and I have no particular opinion of him, but I'm pretty loaded with electric types. The royal stuff, who knows if that's important or not. I didn't buy these. I should have bought those. I have now bought those. Should I buy XP? Is this an incredibly good or an incredibly bad idea? That's not very much, Mora. Ah, okay. Well, that means... Yeah, that means I could only get one constellation every 6 months, so that's going to be very slow. Alright, there we go. We've got more XP and more Mora to work with. That should help us. I hope. So yeah, I wouldn't count too much on getting far in the constellations, but it would be good to know I can at least put 1 point in. She's not far from getting 6. If she shows up in that shop, then, I mean, that would bring her to almost her limit. But yeah, for the most part, I wouldn't worry too much about the constellation. Do I might have some on Noel. I'm not sure. No, I don't got any. What's her healing rate? 50%? This would double it? That one seems good too. When I was looking at constellations, I kind of concluded that the first 2 usually are really good, and then the next 3 are not that good, and then the final one is usually really powerful. Increases her attack by 50% of her defense. Okay, yeah, that's probably insane, but you know, you can't count on ever getting down there. So, anyway. Yeah, he literally says his shield will res you. His is crazy. He honestly seems like... I kind of feel like he might be the best shielder next to whatever Zhongli does. I haven't actually got... But, you know, because his shield, not only does it have a lot of uptime, but he's super close to getting to this one, and it literally just says, yeah, you get an attack speed boost while shielded, and if you die, you're rezzed at 100% health. So, like, that's a pretty good shield. I was seriously contemplating him for the Skirk team, because I might not be able to heal her, but I could res her. Seems pretty good. Well, I actually ran out of Stardust for buying characters. I have enough to buy one character right now. So we'll see who becomes available next. But yeah, just because a character's available doesn't mean I'll be able to buy them. Alright, so I think Noelle's a good idea. You said Sucrose or Lanyan? What about the other wind elements? Are any of them any good? Because we still didn't consider let me see, you guys are Dendro. We didn't consider Sayu or Lynette. And Lynette has a decent thing that she puts out that'll just keep doing damage while she's... I don't know how much she can keep it up, but she can kind of do the Fischl thing. But in Wind Element... whoever needs Moonfall Silver is going to be eaten well. I need Bennett. Bennett is somebody I'm specifically waiting to show up. I know I need Bennett at some point.
Oh, she doesn't look so good.
The all-silver diet isn't working out for you, huh? Well, we could give her some meat.
You, but are you okay?
Dizzy.
You know, we know some doctors.
It's like I'm returning to the moon.
Look, there's this one guy in Liyue. He's got a snake. Let me take you to visit him. He'll probably know what to do.
I sense the moon's power within you.
We got the moon marrow back from the Fatui. Can it help you in any way?
And what do you require this time?
Come on, don't even think about that. Right now, you gotta focus on getting better.
The voice actor for the damsel. Okay, what are my lines? You're going to go, a lot. Oh, okay. How much is a lot? Oh my gosh, the script is just me going, over and over again. That's right. That's 90% of your lines.
I might need your assistance in the future.
Oh, very well. Give me your hand.
never left the ground. But anyway, feeling any better?
We didn't even pull the rock out for you to touch. Wait, you figured out how to have high heels and be barefoot at the same time. Well, that's some dedication.
The moon within your body, it is as silent as a reflection in the water. Fascinating. I merely drew forth a ray of its light from the water. Enough to keep me tethered to the ground for now.
I think I sensed some other changes as well.
That is the moon goddess's favor. All things I come into contact with will bear this mark. It is harmless and will fade over time.
Speaking of which, do you want to be the Moon Marrow's custodian now that you've got your power back? It's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case, right?
It is the remains of Arya, goddess of the eternal moon.
So it does have to do with... Wait, what?
Did you not know this already?
Oh, we're carrying around a
Llama
dead
just said it
body.
was different from the other fragments,
Okay.
and that she could sense divine power within it.
And she is correct. When I drew that ray of moonlight from the marrow, I also drew some memories from within.
Great,
That is how I know
cannibalism.
that
The
it
moons
belongs
are
to the
eating each
goddess
other
of the
now.
eternal moon.
But Llama also saw the past by using the Moon Marrow. Why didn't she see that?
There were once 3 moons in the sky, each belonging to a goddess who ruled over it. But after the War of Funerary Flame, all 3 lay slain, and 2 of the 3 moons were shattered during the conflict. After Arya's death, her power coalesced into this moon marrow.
Why do I just imagine Zhongli looking up and going, "Moon!" throwing a rock at them? No, I rule the stone, not you. Just smashing them. Rocks in the sky. Fa!
The iridescent moon's remains have never been found. And while the frost moon's goddess died herself, her moon was never broken. As the prophecy stated, this moon would birth a new deity sooner or later. The entity the frost moon scions call the Kutar. I can sense that my power belongs to the frost moon, but it lies beyond the false sky, too distant from me. Forget controlling it. Sensing it alone requires immense effort.
Oh, wait, let Paimon count this up. We have the Eternal Moon's Marrow with us. No one can find the iridescent moons. Does that mean you have the Frost Moon's Marrow inside you then?
No. It can only form after the moon goddess is dead. Consider it a form of energy core. You may as well ask if there are rocks on the moon.
Oh, so you're saying that you represent the Frost Moon's power, right?
Yes. Now, a god with a gnosis is named an Archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you a moon goddess?
She just shrugs. She's just like, ah!
You do not wish to become one?
That's not really the problem here. Also, why are you so eager to pass that title on to someone else?
I don't know. From what I've seen, it doesn't seem to work very well for the Archons. Doesn't seem to be working out for any of them right now. Maybe I'll just pass on that.
Anyway, never mind this becoming a moon goddess stuff for now. We're asking if we should return this moon marrow to you.
I do not desire it.
It just kind of healed you. But whatever.
Huh?
Your call.
Nor does it desire to come to me.
And what does that mean?
When I came into contact with its power, I sensed a kind of Rejection.
No, the
I can
moons
only
don't get
guess
along
that
with
this
each
is
other.
Because I too am a moon goddess. Two moons will not rise at the same time,
What?
let alone consume one another.
Why wouldn't there be two moons in the sky at the same time? There could easily be all three. What are you talking about? Maybe she never took any astrology lessons. Hold on, let's get you a telescope. We can start by...
Guess it's stuck with me for now then.
Hey there, Goth.
You sure that's gonna be okay?
How's it going?
Realma did say that you've hidden its power well, but the damselette sensed it just fine. And it's the wild hunt we're dealing with here, not some run-of-the-mill enemy. If it detects the marrow...
The wild hunt? You speak of that phenomenon as if you were describing a person.
Well, it sure looks like there's a person behind it all. Someone with a super clear goal, too. They've been after the moon marrow non-stop.
That seems to ring a bell.
Huh? Is it really?
My colleagues used to mention someone, back when I was still with the
A
Fatui.
sleepy Friday.
He hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power during the Cataclysm. And he had a consuming fixation on the moons.
Conria? Well, we don't know if the phantom we saw has anything to do with that, but the details kind of match. What was his name?
I only know what others called him. The Rerir of Solnari.
I have no idea what you're talking about. But that's not new for me.
There was that title too.
I still haven't gone to the chasm or Sumaro or Fontaine or run through Natlands, so I'm not surprised you're talking about stuff I don't know.
Huh? If that was the case, surely he'd be stronger than this, though.
I have heard that he disappeared not long after the Cataclysm. But when I asked my colleagues where he went, they replied, "Do you really not know?"
Why would they say that?
The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection, from which there can be no return.
What the hell does that mean? What? Okay, I can't make heads or tails of that one.
Wait, hold up, pause. There's just too much information.
No, there's not enough information.
I felt the same. They seemed to think that I should be the one who would know everything about the moons. But as I said, my prologue lies beyond the false skies. I do not even remember my name.
Oh,
Either way, following his departure, the wild hunt situation worsened drastically, and it has since become a byword for abyssal disaster. The present phenomenon may have inherited the same title, but it far surpasses its past incarnation in both scale and lethality.
oh, to think that we're up against one of the infamous 5 sinners. That's
We have
way
a
too much for
cannon,
us to
we'll be
handle.
fine.
That incident on Star Sand Shoal must have been luck then. Or maybe he wasn't giving it his all. And even then, he still defeated Marionette.
Did he? I don't know. I didn't see anything
What did you
happen,
just say?
and I'm still annoyed by
Would
that.
you mind repeating that?
That's your ex-colleague? So, we were on Star Sand Shoal together, and she was beaten by the Wild Hunt, too. Did you just laugh?
She delights
No.
in the suffering of others.
She totally did. Are you two on bad terms or something?
No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she must have worn in that moment, and found it interesting.
She seemed quite shaken.
Oh, she'll adjust soon enough. She's very good at that.
Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how dangerous the guy targeting the moon marrow is, you sure you want to carry it around?
Nah, I
with
don't
you, Traveler?
care.
If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rerir would prevail even if all of Nod Cry were to stand against him. Perhaps something restricts him, if only for the moment.
Yeah, well, did Nodcry have a giant cannon back then?
Before I decide, there's a favor I'd like to ask you, Columbina.
What do you need?
Do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my brother and I arrived in Nodcry? I mean, when our spaceship first landed?
Sure.
That was quick.
Yep, and then let's ask the little kid I know to fix the spaceship, and then we can go to other planets. Let's go!
As I said, this to me is but a single ray of moonlight. Nothing to it. Give me your hand, and ready yourself.
It seems like all of her powers come from holding hands. Oh, we're not even bothering to touch this time. Oh, okay. It better give us more information this time. There was a little second smaller star behind ours. Was that a second spaceship? Oh, hey, is that your spaceship? Hey, we actually get to see it! Oh, it's gone moldy. Well, now we'll have to go get a new spaceship. No, really? You just laid around in your spaceship for centuries? You're so lazy.
Where is this?
Lumine, come on, we have to leave this place.
What?
Hey, are you okay?
Our spaceship. A long, long time passed after we landed. No one left the ship during that time. But
Time
Ether
travel?
found me from outside of it somehow.
Huh? How would that even be possible?
I don't know.
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs. Take a bite, and they go everywhere.
All right. I'll keep the moon marrow with me.
Well, if you say so. Paimon can't stop you, but still. Ooh.
Will you need my help?
Yeah, sure, you can join the party if you want.
I could help you conceal the marrow.
You could? Oh, that'd be
Oh.
great.
Well, never mind
Detecting
then.
it within you is already no easy task. But I can teach you to further conceal its presence using Kuvaki. Like this.
Can you show me how to use it as a power-up? Get a new form? I've already got wind, earth, and electric powers. Why not moon powers? What would that even do?
Can you sense it? Now, try to maintain it. You learn quickly.
Huh. Looks pretty sturdy. Could probably be used in self-defense in a pinch, huh?
Wait, it can?
Are you always here, Columbina? It's kind of dangerous out there, sure, but have you, like, taken a walk outside or something?
Dislike strangers. Slightly better.
Yeah, the Frost Moon Scions have changed since you last saw them. Who knows? You might actually like them.
Yep, back
I
to
would consider it.
so much.
She seems kind of tired.
She did it less often in this exchange, but still.
Either way, thanks for agreeing to help us.
Hey, are you gonna teach me
It
how to
wasn't
have
much. The
high heels
flowers
and
here.
barefoot at the same time
They
too?
like guests like you.
That seems to be a great. Oh, what the heck is this? Go to Silver Moon Hall? Wait, what? A certain time after completing the quest, your party will gain the New Moon Embrace effect. Your party's moon sign will always be Ascendant Gleam. What does that mean? What's it talking about? records. What's all this then? What? Okay. Huh. Well, whatever all that's about. Character is currently stuck in another quest. Well, too bad. I need her to be involved in this quest because we have a limited amount of time. Let's see, that still hasn't reset. Let me see. I have 4 days in which to claim hundreds and hundreds of Primo Gems. So, we gotta get on that. I may even have to stream extra long over the weekend. In the meantime, let's go visit Llama. It is a party bonus? What does the buff do? In quick terms.
Try and stop me!
Then I suppose we'll start considering our Dendro options as we go.
The Rerir of Solnari. I've never heard that name before. Let's keep this news confidential for the time being. It would only cause even more panic amongst the people of Nodcry.
Actually, I think we should tell Ino about it.
Rerir is, as you
Hey,
described,
Ino, we need another
he will be
6
a truly
cannons,
formidable
each
opponent
bigger
if we
than
try
the
to take him
last.
on by our strength alone.
Yeah, things might be okay if everyone was willing to work together, but right now...
Oh, really? It's short? Oh, well, that's good.
Exactly. Whatever the case, let's start by telling those we can get to join up about the crisis. As it happens, we have our own reasons to protect Nodcry. But even if we didn't, we'd never leave people in the lurch. That ain't our style.
Thank you. The Frost Moon Scions will stand with you to prevent this crisis as best we can. In addition, I believe that the relationships between the various factions in this land are not cast in stone. The winds of change are blowing, and we Scions have nowhere to run. Our faith, our sect, all of it is here. Whether our foe is the Fatui or this Rerir, we must stand our ground and
Well,
remain
the
true to
Fatui
ourselves, even
could
to
be
the
on our
last.
side too, right? We could recruit them.
See. Speaking of allies, the Krumkake craft shop is the closest by, right? Enough is sure to help us.
Inefa's sure to help us. What about the kid that literally built her? The one who builds giant cannons? No, Inefa will help us. But, oh, okay. Sure. Then again, the kid would probably just build something weird. She'd be like, I figured out the solution. I built a robot pig. How does that help? I still got one whole big ol' island to explore too, which I'm looking forward to very much. Pew. Hi, guys!
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Listen, listen! We've got updates on the wild hunt situation.
Threat level exceeds expectations.
Phew, doesn't matter if he's a Rerir or Solnari or Solari or whatever. One volley from my cannon, and he'll be blown to smithereens! You
You're
were there when
talking
he
without
fired it,
moving your
right?
lips again.
If that isn't a
Okay,
kind of
that's better.
firepower that helps you sleep at night, I don't know what is. True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right? What if Rerir's super fast? Well, we'll just get an effort to go grab him and tie him down. You're not taking this seriously at all, are you? Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated Kubaki, which we'll be shipping to Nasha Town. More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single shot. You sure have been looking forward to this battle, huh? Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Nagcry, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through. Sure, travel safe.
I know. There remains intel left unshared.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating the wild hunt, something pretty weird's happened in Nasha Town. Should probably watch out for that once you're back.
You know, the cannon's great and all, but what happens if the wild hunt spawns inside Nasha Town? You can't nuke your own city, you know.
Remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's been found dead in their organization's offices. Wait, what? Didn't we just see him, like, half a day ago? Yeah, it's still new news. So, not many people are in the know. We were only informed because we'd worked together closely. And even then, only just now. I'll send Anafa over to Nasha Town with some flowers later. He seemed like a good guy. Didn't put on any airs despite being a superior officer either.
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished amongst the Lightkeeper's sergeant majors. His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack him.
Oh, that makes it even worse. Hey, what do you mean, actually? Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene. You'll have to find some way in if you want to check it out for yourselves. Got it. Let's go then. You coming along, Inefa?
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches of ammunition must be randomly inspected. You go ahead.
All right. We'll see you later.
And then we suddenly explode. Oh no, I lost it, Lolly. I mean, what if this stuff gets detonated while it's here? Is it stable when it's not being fired? Or is it like nitroglycerin? Well, anyway. Pretty sure we're gonna end up going to the Final Night Cemetery during this. But there's still so much unexplored over here. Let's go have a word with this. Right, Dendro characters. Alright, we'll talk for a second about what my options are. Because if the wind leaves me spoiled for choice, Dendro... Well, I just got choice paralysis, man. It's the one element I've not really used at all. so I don't really know how it even works. I've got this lady. She's, a sword user, and she does things. Anyway, she wants to be a hit point character. A hit point sword fighter. I don't know, AoE dendro damage. I've got this one over here, who's an archer, and she wants to, I don't know. I can't really tell you what she does. And then we've got this guy, who's a 5-star archer, and yet another dendro archer here. I mean, I'd have to get to Samaru to level up, you know, some of these guys, but... yeah, that's the thing. Like, I just don't know enough about how this element works to really have any opinion on these characters. This one's got healing, though. That's nice. Is this a third? Okay, this is a spear user. Okay. Sword user, spear user, a couple of archers. I have no idea what to do with the dendro element at all. So. Looks like it's pretty high up. It might be better if I were to just go rooftop to rooftop. Let me heal sit Lolly. She's good at jumping. Okay.
Rev the engines! Is this art?
It interrupts me from pulling out my wings to slow my fall
Oh,
with a
I don't know if there's any
cutscene.
chance of us getting in with that ratnik guarding the door, though. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Oh, we could just disguise ourselves as ratniks.
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Aino told you about this then?
We should ask Aino to invent a tranquilizer gun. It would make it easier to get past guards.
Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess?
Yeah, I didn't, I only was able to skim it. I basically woke up and had time just to prep for the stream. I saw you had written a whole bunch, but I hadn't had a chance to look through it properly yet.
Indeed. Quicker than we thought as well. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump to conclusions.
But how are we supposed to get in at all?
Just follow me.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. Enter.
Where'd that guy come from? It's so annoying. My characters are dying because we get interrupted by cutscenes while we're in the air. We are no match for the mighty cutscenes. They defeat us one after another.
Paimon might have said this before, Nefer, but you sure do come prepared.
Here, give him an egg. He'll be fine.
Shishich, my old friend. Fill us in, if you would.
Greetings. If you would allow me. The murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed a preliminary sweep of the crime scene to facilitate investigation. No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means to enter the room unopposed before performing the deed.
Entering unopposed? So, do you think there's a chance that the culprit would usually have right of entry?
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident. Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when the crime most likely occurred.
Flint's?
We have tried to contact him, but he has not replied.
Very odd indeed.
So...
Flynn's doesn't
he is
use
the
a
prime
polearm,
suspect
does
right
he?
now, right?
I find I actually don't know. I thought he was an archer for some reason.
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he does well in missions on the whole. He also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. So he lacks the motive to commit such a terrible crime. But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor.
I guess he is a spear
So
user
we are
then.
looking for him at present.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside and discuss what we've seen. So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared without a trace. A sticky situation indeed. We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to anyone else. Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which will require a reasonable explanation.
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all. What could he be doing?
Chasing after the wild hunt like he always is.
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it Flint's or Rerir in disguise?
Yeah! What reason would Flint's have to murder Sosie anyway?
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather than in Nasha Town.
Yeah! They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No one has ever seen a phantom that can take the form of other humans within the Wild Hunt. This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge, likely so that he could act in secret under other guises.
But no matter what, barring identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating along the way?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk, similar to how he came in disguise to obtain the moon marrow. He likely knew then that the real Flint's would not appear and get in his way during this time. We'd have to ask Flint's ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusions here. We can't discount the possibility that he might actually be the murderer himself. Not yet, at least. And there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rerir may have already killed Flint's long ago, and been living as him for some time now. Yes, that is our ticket to a breakthrough.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do, or we might never see him again.
Steady now. Our friend should be back soon.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town.
Well, that was
the
quick.
Wild Hunt is present too, so we're putting a force together. I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Don't worry. You'll receive a top-class reward in return.
Bribery.
The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might go south if you bump into one another.
But why are we slowing the
Before we
Lightkeepers
go,
down?
should we reveal Rerir's secret?
Why not just work
Since he's
together
trying
on
to
this
keep it
one?
all hush hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him to sneak around pretending to be other people. Hey, why are you laughing?
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. But I'm afraid this revelation would only stir up more chaos. Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, whereas others would suspect him on account of his behavior. Tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just give Rerir more opportunities to capitalize on. And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome friends into their homes with such open hearts? Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already. We should avoid throwing more fuel onto the fire.
Yeah, you're right. You really thought of everything, huh? Nothing for it then. We've just gotta find Flint's.
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid of Rerir, nor trust in Flint's too lightly. This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomalies, and can briefly dispel the abyssal fog within.
Okay.
Alright. We'll have to deal with that mess too. Yeah, this'll be important. Thanks a bunch, Nefer.
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
Hey, you!
Calais, huh? Let's see, you're talking about this one. No, that still leaves Kirara and Yao Yao. One of whom has a spot of healing. Is the archery really critically important? Oh, wait, hold on a sec. I need to heal again because of the fall. Wait, we just heal here. Kirara is a shielder. Oh, is she? Alright. Was that the only things those two do? No DPS or anything? Ooh, what's that up there?
Whoa! The fog's really rolling in. Quick, grab the... Is that a Lightkeeper's
Quick,
lantern?
grab the what?
Is there someone up ahead? Come on, let's go see!
Rev the engines!
Come on. Could I? Oh, jeez. It's messing with my camera. No, there's a thing up there. I need to get it. There we go. Now we're up here. Bop. I mean, archers are good for that. Gotcha. There's the fog and the creepiness to go grab shiny things. Well, what have we over here?
Burn it down!
Show no mercy!
Oz, reveal that.
Controlled breathing!
No, whatever shall I do? They're higher level than I am.
Rise with the sun!
No!
Get to work!
By royal decree.
Form first!
On my mark! Light it up!
This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. We're not falling for that again. There's something inside it. Some small device. Huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore? Is it broken? We better take it with us.
Hip.
Crap, it's too high. It's generally better to be up
Is
above
someone there?
things.
Please, help me!
Isn't that Flintz's voice? Did you hear that? But is that really him?
How shall the Savior save himself?
Ah! More baddies!
Lolling! East Papa! Get him! Fulfill our pact! Midnight
Gonna need more
Phantasmagoria!
enemy variety than this if you're gonna impress me.
Pyroclastic surge!
These things are just punching bags.
Ah! We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick! Use the lantern!
What? I have 4 hit points for this, huh? Pick up this one, dual-wheeled lanterns. Are we supposed to be going over there? Why do we have to move so slowly? Why are we unable to jump? Would have helped when one of those things was chasing us to move a little faster. Maybe pull out a motorcycle?
Hand it over. That was mine from the first. You're a fool. You again.
Yeah, and I'm still wielding this sword I found at the beginning of the game. Really should level her up.
Lantern, no!
Maybe that's the... Maybe that's the character I should be leveling next. Well, I'll just eat this too. Put it next to the moon and everything else. Oh, you purified it. Right, that's a thing you can do. I forgot. It's been so long since you purified anything.
It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So, you were tangling with Rerir out here all by yourself.
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
So why did you throw the lantern at him in the middle of the fight
Sorry
again?
you had to see me like this. All the same, you
Made
have
for
my
a cool
sincere
sequence,
thanks
but
for your
tactically
aid.
speaking, it didn't seem that wise.
To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which tormented me so. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities. And an enviable constitution it is. A pity that such abilities cannot be acquired.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a special crystalline object to fall out. I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside my lantern. Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. Though my understanding ends there. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled
Well,
nor
take
weakened.
those out then.
Is that what Rerir claimed belonged to him? That must be what he's after then.
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times, though I could not destroy him completely. But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him. And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Or do you think
Sea
it wiser
trench.
I threw it away? Were our places switched, would you discard it?
Volcano.
Knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract.
There's a volcano in
yet
Natlan you can
capable of
toss it
causing
in.
greater harm should it lie beyond your grasp.
Yeah, throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day, that sounds super dangerous too.
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are nothing more than deserters. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to thank for my continued ability to speak such platitudes. Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rerir. I doubt he would have retreated so readily otherwise. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though?
Well, no, but...
Ah. I see. To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty tracking me down. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We
Well,
found it
you
inside
know,
a
it's just
lantern when
lying
we
on the
first charged
floor.
into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike.
Shouldn't have dropped
Well,
his lantern.
At least they're not dead.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast then. But if Rerir could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kavaki device to find you himself?
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyssal interference.
Ah, guess that explains it.
So not only is this Rerir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks too. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into every mission. Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he was very seldom able to go back and visit his family.
And he was only 3 days away from retirement, too.
He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out.
Oh.
But every year they would say, wait a little longer. Wait a little longer.
Well, that's because he's doing such a good
He
job,
often
they couldn't
wondered if it
afford
was
to
because he
send
was
him
lacking
away.
somehow. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not always lead to good outcomes. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. A most convenient choice for them, at least. Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss? So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night, and a lantern was slowly lit for him alone, that no one could see. One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rerir's head.
Oh. At least we now know that he's looking for these fragments inside Wild Hunt anomalies.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
Could Rerir be angry that the cannon Sosi set up the fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime? We shall just have to exercise some discretion then. Come on. Let us be on our way.
Alright then. Huh. No rewards for having done all that. Okay. This area is such a great mining spot.
Light it up.
Well, I think we got everything. Oh, so you wanted to come back to town to poke around, huh? Sure. The criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. I've always doubted that. That always felt like it was wrong to me, even as a kid. Like, why would that happen?
I understand the situation more or less. Much has happened, I see. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow Lightkeepers do not wish to make this case public just yet.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough of a mess lately.
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might detect us.
So what if they detect us?
Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Oh? And how are we supposed to do that?
You'll know when the time comes. See you later.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so guess we gotta trust him. Hello?
Of the Nodcry characters, I think he's my favorite.
Ah, you're the special assistants for this investigation, right?
Yep.
Sure.
That's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. Then properly dispose of Sergeant Major Sosi's remains. If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your last chance to do so.
Is there anything I'd like to look into? Oh, right, yes, totally.
Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him. But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have no doubt that a breakthrough's not far off.
Could all the Ratniki get together and gather all the Primo Gems they can find? If I can get Barbara to Constellation up, I think she has a res ability at the end. We could try that on him. No? Oh, stupid gameplay and story segregation.
We'll do our part too. Alright, we're going in. See you later. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, once again. But we still know nothing about how Flint is gonna enter. Or how we'll pick him up. Never mind how
Maybe
we'll
I can
leave
just
later
put the
on.
corpse in my inventory and we can go find Flynn's.
Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud. You never said you could do magic like that.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal, as I thought. You're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still.
Why didn't...
You're right.
What?
That required a little trick of my own.
What if I hadn't noticed? Or decided to just ignore it? Why not just hand me the lantern and have me carry it in?
But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Our time is limited after all. Just as I thought. Come, try sensing it yourself.
Elemental vision.
Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major. But why do this?
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of us stationed in Noshatown. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned. Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. May the ghost flame guide your spirit.
He doesn't look like a fairy.
When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are, grappling with this enigma he has left us.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. Oh, this is so frustrating.
Maybe we should call Yalan in.
You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right? It might have been broken in combat.
Yeah, take the arm
No,
with us.
That's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon...
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
That's right! If only there were some way to prove it.
But if he was dead this whole time, the body would be a little bit more decomposed, don't you think?
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late. Guess it'll have to wait till tomorrow.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Moonshift Ascended Gleam. What's that do?
Rev the engines!
This house?
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if he has sent you a request for maintenance to be performed on his mechanical arm.
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard, are they true? You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment. I need to check my records.
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I'd run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by her. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward. And I understood, completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job involves fighting out in the wild. So I did my best to convince Aino to rush the job. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up. I assumed he was just out on some mission or other. What's with those faces? Everything all right?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hinza. You have our thanks. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all the Lightkeepers.
We need an ability to detect this doppelganger.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the investigation goes well.
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir in disguise. 8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major.
Yeah, I was saying Lynette is kind of like official. She drops that box.
With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover the malfunctioning mechanical arm. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm, and in turn, this flaw in his disguise.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked, right? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the wild hunt, and it works as intended.
Unless he's
Rerir
sabotaged it.
Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within wild hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those fragments to smithereens.
Well, what makes you so sure that it breaks the fragments?
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. This is getting Paimon kind of down. And sleepy too.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we
Well,
took a
go
break.
to sleep inside his lantern.
Seems like there's
We're
a
going to
lot left to
continue working.
investigate. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually.
Oh, wait, never mind. They're
And
giving
we'll do
up
a
for the
poor
night.
job if we're not well rested.
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now, at any rate. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to pick you up as usual.
That would be good, yes. Feel free to put the room costs on my tab.
Oh, we're letting him sleep over at our place. Okay.
Phew, back inside. We can finally take a breather. Okay, Paimon. In and out.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. As I recall, our first meeting took place not far from here. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time? I see. Words truly do fail to capture your superlative insight. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or I might have been in for a real interrogation.
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a light keeper, I'd say I'm simply doing my job.
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making lame excuses.
All right. I suppose I do owe you some
What is a
honesty,
dendro field?
whether out of gratitude or the need to build trust. Your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a lantern, elemental power alone is not enough. You know humans well, and naturally you understand their limits. But some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal in the eyes of non-humans.
So, you mean you're one of the latter?
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This
Not
race
really,
is
no.
no longer of any importance. But they still exist. As evidenced by the fact that I am standing before you.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
Huh. And there's no field for the other elements, just dendro? Because usually you apply elements just by hitting someone.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. I once labored and did much, and put an end to my tale with my own hands. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better, then, to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Oh, Diona's ability? I was thinking of that more as a damage area, because it would keep damaging the enemy. Is that what a dendro field does? It's just an AoE attack that keeps going?
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. I could not prevent casualties altogether. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed the most convenient way to experience human life.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when one might believe in things that must be done. Nonetheless, there are still some things I will not allow to happen. The chaos that Rerir has been stirring up is one of them. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt, Rerir, and the Canon.
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
Can you even go back there right now? Won't there be Ratniki watching it?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed.
Really?
All things are ranked according to their priority. And
I'd
we
have
lack
kept
the
an officer
manpower
on
for such
that.
an open-ended stakeout. And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house, after all.
Alright then, we'll trust you. We sure ended up chatting for a while, huh? I'm super tired now. But, you know, feels like we can breathe easier. Now that we know you better.
I didn't take you for the cautious sort. Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about my past unless strictly necessary. Nor do I want to attract more trouble on account of being a fae.
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
All right. Thanks again for your help. Good night, you two.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
It's getting late. The situation is urgent, but rest is vital. Good night, both of you.
AoE damage and heal. The one that gives the field is Calais. Oh, okay.
So much noise. What's going on this time?
What noise?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other guests are resting.
Resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're talking about rest? Flint's is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him now, there'll be no end to this!
Wait, if you think he's a shapeshifter, then why would you think he'd be Flint's?
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done for. You want that, huh?
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the wild hunt too, huh?
What happened? Did something leak out? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us? What do you mean?
You think one of those guys right in front of us could be the shapeshifter?
This is so confusing! What do? These people are no match for Flint's, but they're super heated right now. It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to explain either. Okay.
Let's just beat this crowd up.
Hey! Let us in now!
Let's beat them up. All of them. If one of them turns out to be the villain, then hey, all the better.
Hold on! Calm down, everyone!
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Secrets of even a moment's rest? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to escape from all this talk of the wild hunt, or strange ghosts and phantoms. Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any ghoul?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. All we need now is to confront Flint's face to face. Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either, Nefer.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little chat.
No.
But if they don't, then they owe everyone here
They're
an
gonna run
apology,
around smashing
as
things.
well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's...
All right. I suppose that's the only way.
No, it's not.
Now,
Beat them
they'll
up
be
and
back
throw them
sooner or
out.
later. What a mess.
Oh, alright then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What say you? Or are you suddenly unsure of yourselves?
Come on, everyone! Move it!
And they can have their apologies at the end of a baseball bat. Look at them pawning through everybody's stuff.
No sign of Flint.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always stayed here?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain, huh? So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something, haven't you?
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flint's and obtained some new information. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, news spreading amongst them that the Wild Hunt could disguise itself by taking on familiar faces. Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. No one, seemingly, was exempt. And amidst it all, Flint's name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle may have played a part, but I wouldn't discount Rerir throwing fuel on the fire in secret.
So, did Flint's make his escape after hearing about this?
And that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted, fleet-footed backbone of the Curatorium, got my chance to shine. While everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall, I alone noticed an opening.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
Aw, come on, boss. I was just getting started.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the Curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important to him behind.
Might he intend to come back and get it later? Maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super important, right?
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is, we got lots of new intel to share.
All right, then. Yehoda, contact the others. We're going to need all hands on deck. Let's have this discussion over at my place.
Well, alright then. It's kind of a lot of go here, go there, play story segments. I thought maybe I'd get a chance to whack things with those guys showing up, but nope, no fight. Are you ready to start taking lunar sigils yet? Darn, still no. Oh well.
I see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a Wild Hunt anomaly.
Well, a whole bunch of them actually.
Is he gonna be okay
put together.
now that he's on his own again?
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no use to Rerir now.
How do you figure that, honestly?
In that case, Rerir shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right? So was all that ruckus back at the flagship just an act of spite? Or what?
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of Wild Hunt anomalies destroyed has been greater than Lightkeeper records would indicate. Some of these must have been Rerir's doing. He must have been seeking more fragments.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Soci and put so much effort into getting the cannon up and running again?
Maybe because that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself?
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me, test data and their conclusions speak loudest.
Yeah, electrical charged blooms sound the best. Homing would be the way to do it.
Ooh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and collect fragments from them, right?
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following the Sergeant Major's passing. Meanwhile, the wild hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I fear only we can keep the situation under control now.
Then we best act fast. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
A feeling we all share, I'm afraid.
There are 3 wild hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe we have the capacity to handle it.
Okay. Do I take all of them, or do we split up and
Works
take
for me.
them as groups?
Nuffa and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with one of the sites.
Okay,
the
cool.
curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining one.
Oh shit, I don't have to do any of it. Amazing.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here carrying out a plan together like this.
Never mind you. This is a first for me, too.
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now. Our foe could make his next move at any moment, so we must stay in contact with one another.
Gotcha! Stay safe, everyone.
What's the special bloom type do?
Huh.
Where'd the thing
Anyone
go?
seen the lantern? Has Flint's dropped by already?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right?
No clue, actually. If they're taking care of all 3 of the things. Okay, well, we did finally get over here. Or we will. Let's see. I want to fully explore that little island. Okay.
Try and stop me!
Oh, one of these. I'm just gonna put a mark here for later.
Controlled breathing. Rev the engines.
Okay, let's see. Little island. What secrets do you hold? Ghosts. Ghosts that disappear if I get too close. And delicious bird meat. Well, obviously we need to light all of these.
Burn it down.
Well, I lit all the torches. Nothing, huh? Hey, there's something to read. Oh, never mind. I can't read this one. Oh, wait. Yes, I can. Happa. Well, okay. Turns out the dead are so shy. Look at them hiding the moment I get near.
Oh, no one's guarding this place, just like he said. But, oh, where do we find the information he mentioned?
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Ah! There you are! Okay, let's split up and make this happen. Or not! How are we supposed to read through this many files?
Difficult, yes. But it is also our most efficient option. To expose the true intentions of this Rerir, we need to dive into Notcry's history.
We do?
Hope we don't land on our heads then.
I'm supposed to be looking for my spaceship.
That file suddenly moved by itself. This is a graveyard, right, Flint? Do these things just gotta happen?
Many strange things happen here, but this is not one of them.
But that file really did move by itself. Hey, come out! Don't scare Paimon like that.
Wild Hunt Phenomenologue?
Hey, another file's moving.
Are we being given hints? I feel no hostility. On the contrary, it seems we're being aided somehow.
Really? Hey, seriously, another one? Okay then. Paimon will read this one.
Well, hey, here's a book titled The Origin of Paimon. Parasites of the Mind. Gee, I wonder what this could mean.
Phew! Finally finished. Oh, Paimon sure could use a long break from long words now.
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale. What about you?
Paimon as well. Guess that makes 3 of us.
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to notice something. Let's bring our files together and give them another
That this is cyclical?
look through.
The Wild Hunt ebbs and flows, and we're at a high point right now?
All these incidents look pretty different.
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge Wild Hunt events, a smaller scale one would erupt in the exact same location. And look. All these smaller scale Wild Hunt site reports share a common outcome.
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone. But why?
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet, or we would have met long ago.
And here's another similarity. Kuvaki and nearby soil completely drained. Could this be important somehow?
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mutually opposed forces.
Oh, they are?
We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go inactive due to being neutralized by the Kuvaki present in the soil. But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain. Indeed, despite the name, I would not call a tide seal stone's sealing powers watertight exactly. But for it to fail and the situation to deteriorate in such short order.
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
The Wild Hunt is not suppressed. It becomes stronger. And Rerir wants to use the cannon, which is made using Kuvaki.
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and abyssal energies meet, the stronger side will suppress the weaker one. And while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale wild hunt anomalies, should Rerir be strong enough, the Kuvaki might be his for the taking instead.
Yeah, I know. Let's change to a different type of energy source, quick.
What are you referring to?
Oh, we had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to explain in detail, but basically, your reasoning makes sense.
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the cannon being fired?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rerir, disguised as Sosi, left at that point, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene, before heading over to the cannon's target area and absorbing the Kuvaki.
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with me. It begs the question, what makes it so special that he needs it so badly? That's odd. We shouldn't have any guests. I'll go take a look. Ah, it's an ibis.
Meat.
It's carrying a letter! Ooh, Lala must have sent it. She can speak to little animals. Let's see here.
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town and is preparing to fire. It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste. Lauma.
That's gotta be Rerir's doing. But why is he using the cannon again? Didn't he already fire it once before?
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If you recall, his body was incomplete when we last met. If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
What should we do? There's no way we're getting back to Nasha Town in time.
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should find Rerir, and that's where we'll stop him.
Yes, let's stand right where the explosion will happen.
News to Lauma. Nasha Town is in their hands now.
Go! Fly! Not a moment to lose!
You're here, as expected.
Okay, I guess we're here now.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend nor control.
What humans? I don't know what Traveler is, but Paimon and Flynn are definitely not human.
But it is also thanks to you that I found a way to return.
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go your way.
Such faith in your companions. But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why they wish to stop the cannon? When all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look, the cannon must seem like their only lifeline. This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of their own volition.
Well, a second ago you were talking about how you set them up for this. Make up your mind.
The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous proportions. True power does not heed the commands of the weak.
You were waiting for us to leave Nasha Town then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aino would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. Shame, then, that you proved one step too slow. In their folly, the townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon. And your kind-hearted, weak companions have not the stomach to deal with them. The cannon will not be stopped now.
The lady with the long fingernails doesn't seem like somebody who'd be stopped out of sentimentality.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our misery, I would like to ask you a question, if I may. See this fragment? It once haunted your dreams, but now it seems useless to you. What is it exactly?
That is my corpse.
Sorry, what?
You've been carrying around body parts.
Countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished. Every last fragment calls to me. Sooner or later, they shall welcome my return.
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the Wild Hunt was in fact caused by scattered pieces of your corpse. I guess they don't call you one of the 5 sinners for nothing.
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself, upon which I began collecting more within Wild
So
Hunt's
wait, I
cells
can
across the
purify
land.
all of your body away
Each
too.
time, the fragments I obtained were hardly worth mentioning, while that which you hold in your hand was my heart.
So that's why it responded so strongly to you.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain mastery over the turbulent Kuvaki energies and be fully reborn.
Yeah, well, too bad. Your heart ended up in the hands of somebody who's a total dick. And you couldn't ever just walk up and negotiate for it like a sensible person, like a sensible doppelganger. No.
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to seize the fragment from me.
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you afraid of dying?
Dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form over and over, yet always I rebuild it. It may smash my flesh and crush my bones thousands of times and more. But that is of no consequence to me. What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffering, everything I endured, and all for nothing.
Yep, I'm gonna take your eyes next. Let's go.
I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. The next cannon shot will multiply my strength immeasurably.
Do you have to be hit by the cannon? Can't you just go and drink all the stuff in those things like a beverage?
It will not be a full restoration, no. But it will be more than enough to destroy any in this world who stand in my way. Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my consumption well before you have the time to kneel before me.
Traveler, behind you! Look at that light!
Blue.
Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in anticipation of interference by malicious actors.
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking the birds and beasts. What exactly is going on?
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rerir's plan. Not only did he plant seeds of suspicion in people's hearts, seems he's now igniting them. Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back any minute.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere you turn. Something about the Wild Hunt preparing to spawn a wave of monsters, the likes of which we've never seen before. But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis. So they're getting ready to make a run for it. Others are trying to make a quick buck out of this whole mess.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is imminent?
Because it's all they think about
Unprecedented
this
danger
town.
brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. A chaotic situation can bury much wrongdoing. Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. Is it any wonder, then, that some will aim to profit? After all, a gamble that might rewrite one's entire life is hard to come by.
Even so.
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you be the one to handle them. Not like that's the only major problem on our plate right now.
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also, the unexpected activation of the cannon entails a high risk of incorrect operation. This must be stopped in a timely manner.
Well, about that, people have been talking about how someone might come to stop the cannon. They've decided they won't let anyone in.
What? I made that thing! They can't just take it from me! Oh, let me over there! What are they gonna do? Stop me?
They might, if Rerir has already formulated some countermeasure. For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
Possibility high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries to stop it must be with the Wild Hunt. We will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people. Brute force must be avoided, if possible.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. You find a way to stop the cannon. Oh, you're back. And you have a letter? The Traveler won't make it back in time. So they're heading straight over to Star Sand Shoal instead.
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target? Why would she go there?
Assessing risk level. Maximum.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then she's prepared for the worst.
And we must ensure that her trust in us is not misplaced. Let's go.
Well, really? Okay.
Someone help me!
I guess. I want to see how many people run out of town. Oh, I can't do anything. I can't use any of my powers. What do you guys think? How about you, sir? You don't seem to be running. Or profiting. Or doing much of anything. Now, who set books on fire? How does that help the situation any? Come on, developers, don't be so careless. Oh, this doesn't work.
This place is burning too!
Look at this guy! He was just running into a wall!
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. But it won't be so easy from here on out.
This gets back to what I was saying during Act 1. Like, I feel like they didn't finish before shipping this.
Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt, We'll have no choice but to force our way through.
Smack him.
Is that Lady Lauma? But are you really her?
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for so long. It is not something that anyone else could imitate.
I do, yes. So it really is you, my lady. But why are you here? Really, I believe you, but the others, well, they'll be on high alert.
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon. I am here to stop them.
But...
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. There should be no reason for me to intervene. But you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and the courage to start a new life. It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as that life was about to begin. I seek to redress this injustice, not only for you, but for everyone here who wishes to live their lives free from this chaos. Please, have faith in our long-standing friendship, and that this is where my heart has led me.
Thank you, my lady. Thank you. Please help us.
Then come. I need you to step forward alongside me, and to do your part too.
All right, I understand.
Seems we chose the right person for the job. All right, everyone. Let us meet again later.
Huh? You're not coming with us?
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. As such, I'll need to contact some... let's call them friends in high places, shall we?
We've got a pile of vision users, and they're just regular people.
See you again,
I honestly don't see how they're an obstacle at all. Oh, our horns are getting bigger.
Words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
It's you, Lady Moonchanter. It's her. Everyone, it's
Why
her.
are we walking so slowly? It's an emergency. Let's move in slow motion. I can't do anything but walk.
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
Yeah, I see that.
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
Wow, we didn't even do anything. Okay.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not
Oh,
exist
they're
here.
just stepping
The
away.
madness you have fallen to has been the source
The
of
monsters
untold
you...
disasters.
The monsters you fear don't exist? Yes, they do. Don't lie to them.
For greed and destruction. The choice has
Give them a
always
good
been
old
yours to
truth
make,
beating.
and it remains so.
Good old honest beating. Wait, why did you turn around? We were going this way.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the barrier by going upward from over there.
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Inefa, give her a crown kake.
Orders received and immediately deferred. Departure takes priority.
Please, everyone, listen to me. I will not deny that we hold different beliefs. But in the face of the immense
None of them
threat
even
that hangs
tried
above us
to
all,
stop us.
we must persist in trusting one another. Otherwise, rifts will surely form, prized open by those who harbor ulterior motives. If your fear is
Yeah, I
born
don't
of
see why any of them
helplessness,
would listen to
if
her.
you flee because you know not how to fight,
If they
then
believe they are all
follow
gonna
me,
die if they
you
don't.
who are lost.
Don't fire the cannon.
I am no god, but so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception or rumors can be concealed from us. Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against the false illusions by which our foe seeks to beguile us.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that would have worked.
Let's go, Enougha. This way up.
Oh my gosh, I can actually do things.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Let's go, Enougha. This way up.
It's that repair bot we used for scanning and repairing the cannon. I summoned it.
Let's go, Enougha. This way up.
But what if I went a different way?
Let's go, Enougha. This way up.
Alright.
This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Oh, you can do that?
Adjusting route. Make ready.
You don't need to become a thingy? A moon spirit to use these? Well, how about that?
Out of the way, small fry.
Somebody's throwing their drones at us.
What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on, come on, come on! Get out of there! Whoa, nice!
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact.
Not much of a barrier, huh? You can just punch through it, eh? Okay. Won't stop vision users then. Just regular people.
Knuckle Duckle, what are you doing here?
Yeah, why?
Go claw! Look, the rainbow!
Defensive mode engaged. Ultimatum protocol.
I don't think we're going to be able to charge up her ultimate. Can I create multiple instances of those storm clouds?
Interference detected. Entering countermeasure mode.
We did get to pull off our super. How about that?
This isn't good enough, we gotta hurry!
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Preheating complete. The cannon is going through its final pre-fire checks.
Aw, alright, let's hit the emergency brake.
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damage assessment. Incalculable. Nasha Town likely to be blasted skyward.
Just change where it's shooting then.
I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood.
You just fired somewhere random.
Roger that. We are out of time.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigi sato pasa sax, intimi potus tos.
Necritus necrustaptus, que omnes tu solos pentusi. Osesticos palatin tirantur misulucru, topirto aetion feratum.
Oh? We're stronger than the cannon? Oh, the two of you are gonna be pissed. Well, a cannon wasn't such a big deal after all. You really didn't have a lever for changing where it was aiming? Well, you only pulled it up for the last second. Almost none of the energy was left. Boss? Yeah, but you don't have a heart. Let's take his foot next and decontaminate that.
Well, that's not good.
Sluggish, torpid. This body is a disappointment.
Oh, it's your body.
I can barely muster 10% of my original strength. You've ruined everything again.
Let me guess. You didn't get a human body back, did you?
What's with him?
Verfnir, Rhine-daughter. Flinders.
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you. A monster fueled by nothing but his own obsession.
If you say so.
Matters not. Having a heart, being human, it's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly insignificant. You matter not. Does anything in this world. None of it matters to me!
Alright, Sashiro, whatever you say, let's get on with it.
Fools. Time to die! You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid, how laughable that you should die for their sake.
You're wrong. The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who
guess she spent a week in a hyperbolic time chamber, rebuilding her bot. This is where all their development time went to. It'd be nice if somebody else would participate in this fight as well, instead of just standing and watching.
No, wait! This isn't over!
Wow. An emergency teleport, huh? But I want to fight that guy. And I want to fight the robot.
We're safe?
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. You have my sincere gratitude, dear madam. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. I imagine you would not have invited anyone here were it not an emergency. Oh? I take it that means you've been here before then. In that case, I count myself fortunate to be your associate.
Columbina! What did you do that for? I studied his abilities inside out, equipped Polonia with comprehensive countermeasures. We were going to settle the score!
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been fine in a head-on clash, but battles just get chaotic.
Oh, so you actually thought you could win. Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier. Or you could adopt my previous recommendation and...
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head, and don't you forget that. Don't make me fight you right here and now.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making any progress with your research. So you went and cooped yourself up all alone.
That was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again! Come on, Polonia! We're leaving!
Well, anyway, thank you.
I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the Eternal Moon Goddess cannot fall into his hands, but also because you've done much for me yourselves. And then well, I brought your associate along for the ride, too. But that was as much as I could do.
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like that. Please, call me Flint. It is my honor to make the acquaintance of one such as yourself.
Is she gonna join the Light Keepers next?
Rerir's gotten stronger again. At this point, it doesn't seem like we can beat him.
We did block most of the Kuvaki, So I'd say we've put a lid on his plans for now at least. But we still don't know what his aims are. And he may continue gathering power. So we must be very careful.
After you left, I could no longer sense his presence.
That means it's safe out there for now, right?
A question, if I may. Kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked. Did you also have a hand in that?
No.
I see. Curious.
Oh yeah, the cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it? Paimon wonders how Aino and the others are doing. Let's head back and check on them.
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your serenity any longer. Thank you once again for coming to the rescue.
Go now, all of you. Do not worry. My strength still isn't returning. It seems my time is running out.
Well. Well, things seem to be back to happy pleasantness over here.
Fortunately, we were able to minimize the harm. Only a few townspeople were hurt, but the Rerir of Solnari has now gained a complete form, while we still know nothing about his goals.
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious Kukusaur into the wild. I'm sorry. Is no one here familiar with Kukusaurs?
Paimon knows what you mean, but that analogy seems more than slightly understated.
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that he doesn't have a reason to fight us at the moment. If his objective had been revenge alone, we would likely have no recourse.
Is there, still time for me to tender my resignation? Just kidding, just kidding. Don't worry, boss. I know there's no running now.
So my cannon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. You know what? I'm gonna dismantle it right now.
How about you just build another different cannon that fires different things?
That's right. And it still works on normal wild hunt anomalies. Don't let this get you down, I know.
Flint's,
we'll
need you
I
to
don't think
attend
you
to
should
the
fire
aftermath
that
with
thing
the
anymore
Lightkeepers.
until we deal with
Don't
the
worry, I've
situation at
explained everything
hand.
to them. You're in the clear.
My thanks. For that and for everything else I hear you did to help us arrive at the truth.
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often, you would not have been so easy to isolate, you know.
Point taken. I will give that some thought.
But he likes spooking around
I
old
suppose
graveyards.
that's one way I'd benefit from replacing Sergeant Major Sosi.
You mean you're being promoted? Was Paimon the only one who didn't get that?
Well, if you've got a moment, would you like to come with me?
Okay.
There's a certain gentleman I'd like to send off on his final journey. This man was like a lighthouse. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course, and brought light and grace to those around him. But people, once used to illumination, are apt to ignore the lantern's presence. Slowly, gradually, he came to think as such himself. I have achieved too little. I must do better. There is more work to be done. Perhaps his end was tragic. But I remain proud of the way in which he illuminated the path for others. Every shadow born of the light shall remember it.
Oh, poor guy.
I've heard that one too. Is that so? Well, you're right. It may seem that our efforts were in vain, that Rerir achieved his goals, but we will pursue him to the last, even if the outcome is not what we wish for. It is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them peace.
What are you two talking about? Care to explain? Okay.
Either way, the Lantern Fae is not playing the leading role in these final rites. Lightbearer, with your blood you have paved the road to glory and justice. Even as we hurry on, bruised and battered though we may be, stay a while and look back upon the world and all its love and hatred, until it closes its eyes in the depths of night, and a lantern lit for you alone flickers softly into life.
Doesn't feel like the Green Lantern to me.
For everything.
Feels like, makes me think of all the other lanterns in the game. There's a Lantern Rite Festival coming up in a few months. I never really read the Green Lantern stuff, but I actually read some of the Lensman books, which they say the Green Lantern was based off of. I really liked the first one. The first one was great. The first one was like, my gosh, the plot of this, it's a really old novel at this point, like real old. I'm not sure if it's in the public domain or not, but you have what's going on around Earth with pirates and space police and mad scientists and stuff all fighting and doing stuff, and you're following that, and then there's these aliens somewhere far, far away on a water-based world. And in their solar system, iron is super precious, and they've figured out ways to use it to make... They're super advanced with their tech. But they burn iron to do space travel. And they're using up the last of their precious resources, trying to find and scout for more iron out and about, sending off stuff. And one of their ships arrives in our solar system. And they're like, holy shit, there's so much iron. Look, they've literally made their ships out of iron. What the hell? And then they watch the people fighting and killing each other. They're just like, oh, these are just barbarians. Screw this. Just... They shoot out their beams and just start dissolving the ships. They suck all the iron out of the blood of people. Your blood just turns white and you die. And from there, they fly back to their thing, and they're going to come back with more to collect more. And the humans are desperately trying to figure out what the hell just happened, who their new opponent is. They have to work together now. Yeah. After that, it went into, like, super tons of aliens, tons of faraway places, and crazy powers.
Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet?
The problem is I don't know what everybody else is. They wouldn't have gone back to their homes, would they? We can check, but I don't think so. I'll probably have to wander the town to find them.
Burns on.
Yeah, they're all in the town. I'd have to wander the town to locate them. Actually, yeah, I do see them on the map now. I was looking for teleport spots, but you're right, they're just sitting on the map. You know, we didn't get to have a fight. I don't think we got into a single battle today during all of the story stuff, did we? No, early on we fought some of the zombies.
Rev the engines!
Honestly, I find you to be the least interesting of the Nod Cry crew, but go ahead and chat.
Krumkake creation complete. Please, enjoy while it's hot.
Thank you for going to the trouble of remembering that, Miss Inefa. May this taste bear witness to a friendship that will endure forever and a day.
Understood. However, I fear that krumkakes do not keep for that long. A week at most may pass before their taste deteriorates.
I don't really understand what this dish is. The krumkake, we've seen a few of them during this.
That's not quite what I meant by...
Huh? We appeared to have some guests.
They must have followed the aroma of the krumkake. It's all right. Come closer. Enough is a friend.
Affirmative. In fact, I can devise a cereal omelet based on individual preferences before crushing it into servings to share around.
Huh?
What are they saying?
They are discussing your address. They wish to go home with you.
All right. These are the easiest to hunt birds in the game. They're so easy to collect. I can literally just walk up to them and go thwap.
Do you remember that thing that I wanted to ask your opinion about? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much effort should the Curatorium of Secrets put in if we were to work with others again? Is that a 1? Isn't that kinda low?
Guess again.
Wait. You mean 0? But wouldn't we just be slapping our brand on the joint venture and calling it a day? Why even team up at that point?
Yehoda, what I mean to say is that there's neither an upper nor lower limit.
Aw, that's just like you, boss. Always thinking ahead. Wait a minute. That's not an answer at all. Is it? Oh, come on. Just give me a number, boss. Please.
Okay. see. I think hers was lower down, right? We have to go all the way down here to her shop. There was a thing down here. Did I ever get the keys to it? Ah, I need one more treasure moon seal, Evermoon seal. I don't even know where I've been finding them. Oh well. Do you have an Evermoon seal for sale? I'll buy it off ya.
What brings you here? Didn't expect to see you around again.
Where were you during all the events at the end when everyone came together?
And where have you been, huh? Didn't run away or anything, did ya?
Oh, of course not. I was simply elsewhere discussing business deals. Indeed, it was all thanks to you that my little store was saved. What? Why, I wasn't acting in the slightest. And didn't I tell you that my prices were reasonable? Oh, but you still turn to that curatorium of secrets, or whatever it is they call it. If even regulars such as you abandon ship like this, what can a businesswoman do but take her wares elsewhere? And how should I not be, Running small overseas enterprises is no mean feat. Never mind when such formidable competition exists. Forget it. Fortune and destiny are as one, so there is no use complaining. It's
You
not
are
as
very
if Nefer
good
did
at
me
the
no
speaking
favors
without
on
moving
account
your
of our
lips
common
trick.
homeland when I first arrived. If anything is to blame, it is the lack of opportunity to have her owe me in turn big time. Now then, should she ever need anything, you make sure, no, make doubly sure, to inform me first, alright?
Maybe you had been there helping when the cannon needed to be stopped. But you've got no leg to stand on.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler. It's been a while for sure. Didn't expect to see you and not cry.
Yeah, what are you doing here? Where have you been this whole time?
If only. Nod Cry's even more lawless than I could have imagined. How should I put it? Well, that's just it. This place is quite literally a lawless land. Even if I was hired to provide legal assistance, I suspect it'd all devolve into everyone resorting to the Final Defense Manifesto to air their grievances.
Is that hitting each other with sticks?
Ta-da! Here's your answer. The most direct method of self-defense.
Hitting each other with sticks, right, yep.
Okay, enough of that. The reason I came to Nod Cry is to gather material for the new legal guidebook I'm co-authoring with Shinobu. The book's theme centers on the borders of law, and one of its chapters is about what happens when law and order completely breaks down. There's no way I'd be able to get an accurate picture of that back in Liyue. So here I am, this infamous land of lawlessness.
The law is whoever's strong gets whatever they want.
As soon as I stepped into Nod Cry, I knew I was in the right place. It's not like the law here has broken down. It's more like it never existed at all. And, unsurprisingly, I haven't run into a single person in my line of work. Being a legal consultant here is probably an easy way to starve. Hey, don't worry. I've got Adeptus blood, remember?
You do?
Ordinary bandits can't even scratch me.
They can't?
In fact, I'm kind of waiting for someone to come and accost me. Then I can drag them aside and interview them on how they survive in such a hostile place. Yeah, you have no idea. I spent so long convincing her to let me leave. I'm sure my horns grew out a little. Why, yes, we talked it through. I definitely did. Yes? Yeah. Granny just loves me to bits, you know, and we spoke for ages. Anyway, I'd love to stay in chat, but I've got an appointment with, the Curatorium of Secrets. That's it. So, without further ado, I'll be getting a move on. See you! Bye!
Well. Alright, I guess that's everything.
Faster! Stronger!
Almost there.
Time to test my upper... Full throttle!
Alright, so what are you doing? Where are we going, huh? This way, eh? Another tour of the place, eh? Oh, you did take a walk.
Columbina! What are you doing here?
Was it not you who recommended such walkabouts to me?
Yeah, but aren't you afraid the Fatui will see you?
Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making contact at all. They have more troublesome affairs to deal with.
Yeah, their place got blasted pretty good.
Well, it's good to come out for a walk either way. So, how do you feel? Is Nasha Town to your liking?
The flow of Kuvaki is somewhat turbulent, and the people are ill at ease. However, is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to. There's all sorts of delicious stuff out here that you won't get to try at home.
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps?
Where's my
I could look
spaceship?
into the Eternal Moon's marrow for you if you wish it so. But after our previous attempt, I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away. Perhaps someone has certain truths they wish to hide from you, or from others, and I doubt there are many who could accomplish such a feat. Well, Zandrone's daily routine is highly irregular, while the doctor often orders people around. As for Arlecchino, was that not what you were curious about? Well then, have you been to that experimental design bureau of theirs? That weapon will play a key role in the Tsaritsa's plan. That's what I've heard, anyway. And what plan is that precisely? Well, I cannot say I care. I could not gain any insight into his schemes, I fear. Now that he has donned a shape and form, selling his power short would prove a fatal error. But that power of his plays host to an obsession that borders on mania. I cannot say if that fixation is directed at the moons, or at something else. Perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove key to repelling him in the future. I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me. That is where the answers lie buried. That is my true home.
Like Final Fantasy IV, we go to the moon. Is that where the end game lies? Oh.
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not show your face?
Haha, right, right. Right you are. I forgot to introduce myself.
Is
The
it a
name's
pirate?
Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Oh. Oh, we're gonna go back to Mondstadt? Quests popping up left and right. Okay. $500 and 60. We got him.
Many insects have a compulsion to
We
follow
got
the light,
'em!
and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
All right. Since we've done so much of Nod Cry, I think we're gonna search around all this up here. As for all these quests, there sure are a lot of them, aren't there? I don't know, I might go through the quests. Looks like there's a lot of Mora available. I also need to do this Gift of Memories thing at some point. That's worth some. Let's see. Claim another key. I have so many of these story quests and things that I've opened. But I'll pick up another 40. Then I can grab my daily commission reward.
Add Astro. Thank you for
Well, that's another 20. Wow. I guess we're going to now... Yes, I've got over 10,000 Primo Gems. That'll probably get me something. I've got a decent amount of XP and a decent amount of Mora scratched together. Alright. Well, I'm still not sure about what to do for wind and, what to do about grass types. I can't level her up until I do the chasm. I guess I'm gonna just level up Noel for now. I could work on her. I could also level up some of these other characters like Dialuk and Lisa. If I put them to level 70, but then I'd need to get them artifacts and all kinds of other things. Eventually I intend to have a third team. Oh, you need to ascend again. Oh, you're gonna be a pain in the butt also. And then there's you. Really? I don't have enough masks? And you're just using this prototype Rancor here. I'd need to gather materials. Well, your talents, they vary depending on what form you're in. I don't consider Geo to be your best suite. Anyway, let's go ahead and up Noel. No, we're not doing the chasm today, and tomorrow we're gonna finish up Not Cry. We might be at it all weekend. Since I've done this much of it, I might as well finish exploring it. Chasm, probably next weekend. Most likely. Alright. I need you to become a defensive creature. What are these? Oh, I have to fight that thing, do I? Really? Wow. I made this a forever ago. This was the first thing I crafted. Looks like I can work on this. I don't know. She's probably got better weapons, but we'll just focus on her defense stat. Okay, I need more of this. Good grief. Yeah, if I want to get anyone any better, I'm gonna have to do the work. This is as far as I can make it until I ascend her, huh? Oh well. That's gonna be... Well, we do have these artifacts, but artifacts are expensive to level up, and I probably need to hunt for a better set. I don't know. Feather is attack, defense, elemental mastery, defense. Is that good? It might be. Defense. Defense. Crit rate. Could I get this to be defense too? And the flowers are always HP, but this is defense, defense, hit point, crit damage. And you only need 4 pieces in a set, so I could replace one of these too. Problem is, as I said, it's very expensive to do artifacts. So I think we'll do Noel as the next character. Get me a usable Geo. Keyword usable. I'm not going to try to min-max her. If I get her to level 70, that's probably close enough for now. Unless I find that she's really, really good. I am kind of serious about building a team that's heavy on healing and has a good shield on it. Things that don't have a time limit, some of them give me a lot of trouble. You know? Particularly that one boss, the last weekly we unlocked. The Shogun, that one is really, really difficult for my current teams.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
Hey, even more prizes. Isn't that nice? Well, we got a tiny bit of time left. Let's poke about. I want to search the Final Night Cemetery at least. No, I don't think they have a reputation here. There was that weird thing we saw in the, there was a whole big weird thing we saw with the damsel in her flower garden. That looked like a whole bunch of stuff that to be done. But a lot of it looked like it's going to unlock in future chapters, I think. wrench in the graveyard. Colonel Mustard with the wrench in the graveyard. This ladder's not in the best of shapes. Only one of these in the entirety of this graveyard, huh? This is a quiet place. Basically no treasure chests. They do? They have a reputation? Oh, well, I didn't find it. I can't even get them to sell me stuff in the place that should be taking lunar sigils. Maybe that'll have opened up now that we finished that quest. We can check. Well, if I need frost lamp flowers, this place is the place. The different Nodcry resources are all fairly easy to gather. They clump up. No, don't read. I'm trying to grab bugs. Crap, you let the bugs get away. Got another one.
Hip.
Rev the engines!
Darn, they got away from me. They escaped! No, the ghosts disappear the moment you come close. They're shy. But what about these other big old islands? What's that over there?
Try and stop me!
Let's have a look. That's a future area we can't go to yet. Oh, no, don't fall. Ah! I'm trying to look, not... All the way to the top. Nothing, not even an eye. Nothing at all. Some kind of facility built on a mountain. Some crazy looking rocks. Yeah, there's nothing on this rock. Nothing at all. A lighthouse? You know, it could be a lighthouse. That's a good guess. That might be what we're looking at. Yeah, I could see that.
Try and stop me!
Controlled breathing. Keep pushing.
Guess I'll have to find another way to get to this over here. This crescent-shaped island is suspicious. Guess this is basically where we stop for today. I could run around to gather more artifacts. Or ascension materials. Let's take a look again. Hey, no. This weapon. Monday, Thursday, drat. Well, can't do anything about that. Alright. Ascension materials. Valberries, that's great. That's a good target. Yes, let's spend our resin here. I only ever fought this thing the one time. Hey there, Starry! I haven't seen you in forever. Don't ever build who?
Rev the engines! Incinerate!
Alright. The maid? Well, I'm afraid my geo options are limited. I want to build a character of each element. My options for Geo are the Traveler, the Maid, or the guy who wants 3 Geo characters. As for constellations, look, I can't get anybody's constellations.
Try and stop me!
Actually, I do have a couple of characters I have constellations on. Sucrose has like 4. And the Surprise Baptist kid, he's got like 4 as well. But most of my characters don't have any. I'd like Zhongli, but I really don't...
Show no mercy!
I'd like him, but I really don't think I'm going to be able to get him. Too many other characters I need coming up. I don't remember how to fight this thing. I only fought it the one time.
Suffer the wrath of Eatley!
My Archon? Ah!
Burn it down!
Oh, her? She's built. I built her up. She's level 89. I got her this. It's all the way at level 90. I got her artifact set, which is all at 20. Yeah, I don't actually have the boss to get her talents past 6, though. I need to find this thing, which is somewhere. But yeah, she's all built up.
Light of the blazing sun! Incinerate!
Where'd you go? Oh, it's still up there.
Is this...
Oh, crap. No, a sec. I can fix this. I have food. Eat noodles! There, see, she's all better.
Wings of darkness! Faster, stronger! Start the clock!
Destroy the rock pillars.
Full throttle!
I don't know if a motorcycle was any faster than just hitting it.
Fulfill our pact! Wrath from the skies!
think the motorcycle's good for breaking pillars. Come to that middle pillar again. Go on. See what happens. I'm just a little termite chewing away at your pillars. Alright.
Rise with the sun! Incinerate!
Come on, go on one of those. This boss is a pain. Surprise!
Light of the blazing sun!
But I bet if I practice at it, I'll get good at it. Yes. Well, that's 3 right there. So 3 for 40. Let's see. Let's see, it was 4. I got the berries, I got all the things, except for these. Let's see, 4, 12, 24. I'd need 41 more. 3 a shot. Okay, I could get that relatively easily. I've got enough of this. And the masks. Hilichurl masks. I have a shortage of all things. I must have been throwing way too many of them into that grinder. That must be what happened. I must have just thrown away too many. Geo attacks? Well, I really got Geo. That was the whole point of this. Was finally getting access to some Geo. Ugh. Man, it's been a while, Starry. Ah, did you ever see what my other team looks like? My second team. Or first team, depending on how you count things. They are functional. They are functional. I intend to replace... Well, a Scoffier is going to show up sooner or later. And so a Scoffier is going to be the Frost one. There's the Water Archon that's coming up. And then there's I have her, but I can't build her right now because I haven't been to the chasm. And so I'm incapable of getting runic fangs at this time. So she's just kind of sitting on the bench waiting. But yeah. I'll have to test and see how good those characters are. But definitely going to replace Dahlia. Definitely he's going to be swapped. I kind of really like this kid. Wet Sword Boy is pretty good. And this guy's okay too. I like him. So, I don't know. Yeah, everything with her is Finale of the Deep. Yeah. I ended up giving him the Cinder City scroll set. which I think works pretty good for Skirk. Yeah, unfortunately, as I said, if I get a Scoffier, if she ever comes up, I'm going to end up replacing him with a Scoffier because, I mean, obviously. But that just frees him up to potentially go on to a different team. I have not decided what my third team's going to be. I want to experiment with Geo, Dendro, and Anemo. Those are the 3 elements I have barely used. Dendro in particular I've never used. So I have to build one of each of those elements and see what they, what they feel like. I also gave him the bell. It's what I had. It seems to kind of work for him. For tanking. My weapon selection is kind of limited right now. My alternatives were the Flame-Forged Insight, Snow Tunes, the Rain Slasher, which at least looks kind of cool, Sacrificial Greatsword, or the Favonius. Oh, or the Club. I do like the Club. I have a feeling that I'll probably need the Favonius and the Sacrificial for somebody else. I don't know who, but for now he's got the bell. A Frozen Geo team? Well, I mean, it might work. I'll have leftover water types when the Skirk team is built up. I'll have leftover water and ice types. So maybe. But there's also Dendro would want electricity, right? And then there's Sucrose. And the other wind types. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what we're gonna do long term. How would this team fare against that boss? Probably not well. I don't think they'd be any better at breaking pillars. Oh well. Cheska? Who's Cheska? Do I have a Cheska? There's so many characters I can't keep their names straight, but I don't think I have anybody named Cheska. Nah, I don't got any Cheskas. My selection is awfully thin. I kind of like Flynn's. He's my favorite of the Nodcry characters as a character. And you just see how many of these are darkened. Just what a I got most of the Mondstadt characters. But yeah, once you get to around here, it starts getting thin. I don't know how many achievements I've got, but I've got 10,000 Primo Gems as of today. So, I will definitely be able to pick up at least a couple characters. I would like Zhongli. I really would. Oh well. I think that's gonna be it for today. But we will carry on tomorrow. As I said earlier, tomorrow's goal is going to be mostly exploring this island up here. Yep. And then after that, probably next weekend, we're going to try the chasm. I've been wanting to go into the chasm since before we went to Inazuma. Man, it's been a long, long time. I don't know how big the chasm is. Is it going to be small like Dragon Spine, or is it going to be big like Chenyu Vale? You know what? Let's check the cat. I feel like this shrine isn't fully repaired. I feel like this quest line isn't done yet. As big as Enkanomiya? Oh man, that place was big. Yeah, there's no new quests are appearing here. But the shrine isn't fixed yet. Look at all these plants. Look at these broken boards. Let's finish fixing the place. Why did you fixate on getting a frickin' statue? You haven't even gotten tourists to come yet. We should be making this into a tourist hotspot. This quest line feels really incomplete to me. Oh well, still a good place to grab random artifacts. Let me see. So, tomorrow... So, basically... 7 a.m. Alaskan time zone. So, basically, 25 hours from now, I'll be streaming more Genshin. Because 20 hours from now, I'll be streaming, Ravenloft on YouTube for a bit first. And then Genshin comes after that on Twitch. Yeah. But yeah, tomorrow I'm just going to be messing around in the last bits of Nodcry. I just got this. I just got all of the Primo Gems out of this. So. I haven't done Stygian yet. I got 3 days left to do that. I'm still not entirely sure what this wants me to do, if anything. Let's see. Yeah, I need to explore more of this island. And find the quest Shoemaker's Children Go Barefoot. But I've got 46 days to fill this in. I don't think there's anything else pressing other than Stygian. And this thing. I'll probably do this between streams. Alright. Well... What was this? Oh, right. I remember what that was now. Yep. Geo's not many reactions. No, Geo doesn't react. It just makes shields. There's a follow-up commission, but the cat is complete. Anyway, I am done for today. I'm gonna have to start getting ready for work and all that. So, until next time and every time, this is Hadric signing off. Bye. See ya.